Hello everyone, welcome. How are we? Happy Wednesday. Hope the start of the week's been good. Hope you've had a nice time. Hope obviously you've been recovering from the Greek national team's quick change in form from being one of the worst nations in the world to winning 2 games on the bounce. They had a miraculous victory against Switzerland, an incredible result against Estonia, and now we face Italy to try and decide whether or not we're going to be in with a shout of actually qualifying for the World Cup in 2042. I can tell you how much of a chance we're in with right now. Before we kick a ball, I reckon we've got that chance right there. Hope you're good. Welcome in, of course. Evening A15, evening Luffy, evening Rugio, evening to everyone who's chilling in the background. Welcome to YouTube as well, by the way. Hello, YouTube friends and followers. Hope everyone is good. This is the situation then. Look at that. Unbeaten in 3. 2-2 against Belarus, which was a well-deserved draw. I think we did well to get a result there. But we beat Switzerland 2-1. We came from a goal down, and actually quite an impressive performance. 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. 2 goals in 2 minutes, actually, if we're being really pedantic about it. So this is us here. Switzerland take the lead, and we're like, oh god, same old. Here we go. Ndia, great finish, but then this happened. We got stuck in a little bit. Vinicius pulled it back, tapped in from Petrovanis on his debut, and then look at this from a ball from Stelios, by the way. Left foot cross, Palafias, great header, makes it 2-1. We got ourselves the win. We beat Estonia 3-0, so things were flying there. We got ourselves a penalty from Yanis, who then went off injured 2 minutes later, so not great. Again, a debutant. Thought, oh look, we've got ourselves a new hero, and then he was stretching off a few minutes later. Corner comes in, head in off the underside of the post, so Karanthis with his first goal, and then here we go. We never give up. Lovely low ball, crossed in. Palafas again. He's not even got a club, you know, Palafas. He still isn't with a team, I don't think. There he is, unattached. I wonder whether there's a club in Crete who might want to have a little look at this lad. He is Greek, so let's bring him in, shall we? Former Larissa player, remember, but 2 goals in 2 games at international level. That's put him back on our radar. So let's have a little look at him, shall we? Plus, we need some Greek players, if we're being honest, going forward. So yeah, we're going to play Italy now, which should be fairly straightforward, I'd imagine. What can possibly go wrong in this match? Nothing. Looking at the group situation, we are way behind, and also not one of the better qualifiers either, so we might struggle to qualify. So second place teams, it's the top 5, is it? Top 5 second place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's not us. We're not second. I don't think so. Never mind. As long as we've given ourselves a fighting chance, then we might be okay. We'll see. Also, Vretos would be a good signing for us at Crete. Do you reckon? Vretos? Maybe. Where did he go? I think he went somewhere, didn't he? Where did Vretos go? Iapoli. There he is. 1 goal in 4 games, probably against us, to be honest. Went out on loan of Wellington Felix. He was at Fisher for a little bit as well. So there we go. That's Vretos doing his things. Hello, Musterman. Welcome. Oh, legends are in tonight, aren't they? Welcome, Musterman. Hope you're good, my friend. Nice to see you. Hope life is treating you well. We're a big fan of your work, as you know. So Lucas Lenchi is now Greek, according to the. Let's Let's ask if he wants to represent us. Will he represent us? He might do, because he's not getting the game for Argentina, is he? So he's happy to accept the call. Get in. That's what we want. He knows. He knows. He was watching the Estonia game. He was like, that's the nation for me. You know. That's where I need to commit. Right, Stelios is already playing a bit too high up. Do we want to swap? We haven't got on the centre half, have we? That's the problem. Osmanaloy, maybe. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's put Osmanaloy at centre back. Let's put Stelios there. Let's put Antonio there, and then we need a left winger in as well. It's probably going to have to be Vinicius. So there we go. Unfortunately, Koltzos misses the biggest match of the season in Greece. Yeah, that's a concern. That's a concern. We're just going to have to go with it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Here we go. Come on then. There's nothing else we can do now, is it? We just got to go and get that game gone. Calispirit Jason, who's over on YouTube, by the way. So nice to see you, pal. Hope you're good. Welcome in. Koltzos, join us, he says. Oh, we would love that. Could you imagine Koltzos coming back to the Greek football? Oh, it'd be so good. It'd be so good. But yeah, not 100% sure that's going to happen anytime soon. So here we are then. Greece versus Italy. Huge World Cup qualifying match. So yeah, let me know how your week's been, everyone, by the way. Hope everyone's well. It is, of course, nice to see anyone. It's FM show day tomorrow as well, so hope you've all set your reminders for that. Oh, off the underside of the bar. Over the top. Fine. Absolutely fine. Not a trouble at all. We can deal with that. 2 minutes in, we haven't conceded. It's as good as we could have hoped for. We win the ball back nicely. Vaselli gives it away. Wondering whether we chase down on this one or whether we try and hold our position. Oh, huge miss. Huge miss. Let's do that. Let's regroup actually rather than chasing around. Let's be a bit more balanced as well. Actually, maybe even cautious, in fact, because we don't want to be doing stuff too daft, do we? Takes that quick distribution off as well. But then maybe we just go direct and try and get the ball moving quicker. I don't know. Are we inviting too much pressure in? Possibly. It's 10 minutes. It's been all Italy, as you'd expect. Keepers come and claimed it. Well done. 65% possession, 7 shots. Like, it's not just the shots; it's the fact that we haven't had the ball either. That's the problem. But I just think if we can put our foot on it, if we can actually get something, then we'll be fine. All we need is Italy to tire themselves out. You know, like that episode in The Simpsons where like Homer's in the boxing match and like his only hope of winning is to tire himself out and then just pushes his opponent over. I want that. Stephen W, appreciate the follow, pal. Very kind indeed. Nice to see you. Have Italy got a player called Kevin Muller? Yes, they have, yeah. Yeah, they really have. Let's be disciplined and play for set players, actually. Great tackle. Not out for a corner, though. Good save. I worry that being cautious is actually bringing too much pressure on it. I feel like we're changing too many things as well, but we are having to respond to whatever Italy are throwing at us, and they are throwing a lot at us. I wonder when we push up. Do we try and engage them and go positive? Because it doesn't seem like cautious or balanced is working. Oh, apparently we've had a shot. Apparently, I don't know when. XG of 0.09. 2 shots now, both on target. I mean, they must have been long goal kicks, I'm thinking, for an XG of that. Michelini down the line. Oh, okay. Giorgio Valle with the finish. 1-0 Italy. It's been coming, hasn't it? It's been coming since the first moment of the match, so we can't exactly be surprised. Yeah. I might have to go 4-2-4 and just try and get the ball forward. Hope for the best. But there's definitely some positives from the qualification campaign now. Like, if we're second, that's huge. Oh, Vaselli misses it. Don't concede a goal from that. Yes, you could see it. You could see it. It happened domestically as well. Vaselli got a little bit lost. One match, and then he was away. Vaselli 6.4 as well. He's not really playing very well. But the problem is, I don't really know who we can bring on in place, and we haven't exactly got quality players. Right, Vinicius is definitely going to be a winger attack. Inside forward. It's a round outer. So yeah, 2-0 down then. We're not going to the World Cup. We don't want to go to the World Cup anyway. World Cup's boring. We can't go in FM25 anyway, so what's the point of going this year? Question is, have we got time to do another 4 years, probably, before FM25 comes out? I'd imagine we have. Imagine having to be in the same tournament as England. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, we'd have the same chance of winning it. There's that. So, thankfully, there's no pressure, you know. But, yeah, finishing second in our group, that's a huge improvement for us. So just make as many changes as we can, because it doesn't really matter, does it? We're losing. Vinicius, good cross in. Oh, it's got the back post. Just lacking a little bit of luck there, weren't we? Antonio with the chance. But if the award goes to who has the best shots on target percentage in this match. It's us. It's us. 3 for 3, not 19 for 8. Yeah, 50% on target or 100% on target. What's better? 100%. I do like the fact our centre half got booked in the first minute. That pretty much said what was going to happen, wasn't it? That's us setting our stall out from the start. Yeah, and we are without Coltos as well, remember? I thought I brought Stelios off, but apparently not. He's not having a good game at fullback, that's probably why. Yeah, it's a forgettable match, that, isn't it, to start the stream on. A pretty poor Greek performance. Italy just dominating the game from start to finish. We were never really in it. Oh, I had visions of like a Paul Scholes like just volleying it from the edge of the area there. Call time, ref, come on. These lads are done. Don't be giving them the full 4 minutes time added on. We don't need it. Just say to everyone, look, we've all had enough. Let's go home, right? We've all seen enough. The goalkeeper's had a better rating than a 6.7. I think so. I think he's looked pretty dominant when the ball's been played through with crosses by. He's looked fairly dominant at coming and catching and collecting. But I guess with match ratings in it, he's conceded 2 goals, so they're just gonna downgrade him. They're only a little bit better than Estonia, Musterman. Only a little bit. Luxembourg beat San Marino 9-3, so you know San Marino scored 3 goals against Luxembourg. That's how bad that was. Youthful Greece. So see. So maybe we know what's going on. Plus, I mean, it says there world class midfielder Michelini. I mean, yeah, we haven't got any world class players, have we? Like the Bills Jags game from last night didn't need the last quarter. It was so bad. Yeah. It's almost like it's just, you know, like what's the point? I suppose the question is do we have? Oh, there is still one more match. There's still Belarus. It's probably not enough to get us to qualify, but there is one more game to go. So we'll see how that goes. We're playing Larissa now though, so that's good, isn't it? That's what we want to see. Despite winning games, we've dropped 1 place in the international rankings. Superb. It's all right. Back to domestic matters then. Time to show Larissa what they were missing out on. I mean, they'll remember, won't they, from last year when they finished 5th and we finished 3rd. They'll be like, oh, yeah, that was our gaffer there, wasn't it? That's gone off to do well with another team. Pauk, still unbeaten, 7 games in. Just smashed Nicky Valou 4-1 there as well. Atramitos, AEK, up the top. Homegrown players update we've got. We now have some players qualified as homegrown. Excellent. facing the Larissa board again. Thankfully not the board. Like, you know, we don't have to talk to them. But yeah, we can go to the stadium and we can just stand there and be like, look, you know, we're here again. Let's remember that time that we were really, really good. We signed Lucas Zapata as well, remember? The guy who's sort of potentially the new Gonzalo Higuain, allegedly. 18 years old, Argentinian, dubbed the new Higuain. Don't mind if I do. Let's see if he can get us some goals. Because if he can't score, then no one can. You know what I mean? Okay, we'll put him on the bench actually. Ali, Brianis, Tomic, Jernik, Guri, Diaz, and Dooley, Schreiber, Cardozo, Serbu, where's Bernardino? There you go. Okay. Urquhart on the bench, Fakundu, Samuel Weiss. Right, okay. Let's go for it, shall we? So what, Zapata can have the number 10. That's how much we believe in him. Right. You need to create a shortlist for players that are eligible as club products. Good ones are potentially signed to list the European squad. Fair point. Fair point, Jason. Fair. Although we don't get to register any more players for a while, so yeah, it'll take a little bit of time. Here we go then. So OFI in the black kit, Larissa in the crimson kit, of course. Cardozo cuts it back, deflected out, corner. 30 seconds in. Come on, onto someone's head. Cardozo, let's see if these set pieces have been working. Ali gets up, cleared away. Cardozo, back post. Bernardino picks it up. We need Mansouri to start scoring goals as well, don't we? Bilic with the corner. Oh, hang on. Bogovic, who's marking him? Nobody, apparently. Zvernik gets it away. Corey. Diaz. Nice little reverse pass. Tomic. Zvernik, Tomic. Oh, great ball. Cambiasso. Oh, Cambasso, sorry. Cardozo. Great ball. Great ball. Tomic with the delivery. Played away. Brianis. Tomic again. Let's try and work the ball into the box, aren't we? Try and get those chances away. Ali. Bernardino. Back post. The big lad gets up. That's what you need. Dominates the right back. Ortola. I think he's one of ours. One of the players we signed. David Ortola? Maybe. Not sure. Maybe not, actually. Yeah. There we go. 1-0. I should say as well, Pauk signed Hagensen, by the way, so let's just see how many goals he scores, shall we? I still have Martez up front. Paraguayan. Mazushi looks like he's fairly decent as well, doesn't he? Briannis just goes wide. This is what we want to see, isn't it? Knock Larissa back out of that top 6 again. Yeah, it was fairly one-sided, the Bills-Jags game, wasn't it? I'm also slightly concerned that my prediction of the 49ers is starting to come true as well. Three games in, and already we're 1-2, and it's like, oh dear. Oh, great ball, Tomic. Can you cut it back? Yes, you can. Mansouri with a tap in. That's what we want, isn't it? Bernardino, lovely ball. Tomic. Cracking cut back. Mansouri taps it in. Josh Allen for MVP this year. Hey, if he stays fit, stays healthy, yes. He's certainly in with the conversation, isn't he? Niners are predictable, 1 year amazing, the next year injured to fuck. Then back to being amazing, repeat ad nauseum. Yeah, that is it. That is it, to be honest. Like, we run the team into the ground, and then it's like, oh dear, everyone's dead. I said last year, I called it from the start. I was like, oh, Bernardino, what a finish. I called it and said last year's team will be the best team to not win a Super Bowl. Like, man for man, that'll be the best team to not win a Super Bowl. And I said that before the start of the season, and then we signed McCaffrey, and I was like, yeah, this is even more depressing now. McCaffrey's in Germany getting his calf looked at. Oh. The problem is that because we've got runners as good as McCaffrey, we run the football. We run a lot, and it puts a lot of pressure on those boys to do well. And like, when they get injured, then it's like, then what? Like, you saw Kittle was losing reps last year. Yes, we got Debo. Yes, Ayuk staying. But that's just a lot of pressure in it. Purdy, he won a competition to be the quarterback. The defenses will start crumbling. At some point, Bosa will get injured, and it'll just all collapse. But yeah, we'll see. That's the joy of NFL, though, isn't it? Cardinals for a wild card shout. Been impressive so far. Fancy the Packers to go all the way. Cardinals for a wild card. Interesting. I just think that there's so much football to be played that you're right, like literally anything could happen, and all it needs is a couple of like great results, and you get a bit of momentum. A couple of bad results, and like you're just beatable. Like, you know, and it's just like, look at how the Jags were last year. Like, they just got a bit of momentum, and then they started to look pretty decent. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun one again this year. I think the fact that the Chiefs have just picked up, who did they pick up? Running back, wasn't it? Was it running back they've just got? It's like, it's not really fair, is it? You know, they just go and pick up like another really great running back, who was just like sat on. Kareem Hunt, that was the one. Yeah. And it's like, okay, fine, just have another bit of depth. Why not? Bengals are in trouble. Yeah, they are. They really are. And Burrows is a great quarterback, but there's just so much fundamentally wrong with the Cardinals, I think. With the Bengals, sorry. And it's a winnable division as well. He was on 2. I can't really bring him off now, can I? Can bring Mansouri for Zapata though. What's happening? Zernick's in trouble. He's not getting sent off, is he? No. Best way to describe NFL: Saints 49, 44, Cowboys 19. 1 week later, Saints 12, Eagles 15. Yeah. Yeah, and also don't discount the Saints, even though they've lost to the Eagles. I just think there's gonna be a lot of twists and turns. A lot. And it's gonna be a fun ride, isn't it? The Eagles will be there or thereabouts. The Saints could be up there. The Lions, maybe, I don't know. Maybe not the Lions, possibly. The Bears aren't going to do anything. The Jets aren't going to do anything. Giants aren't going to do anything. The Commanders aren't going to do anything. Bills, possible. Ravens, Cowboys, maybe. Like, but yeah, can you look past the Chiefs? That's the problem. You know, can you look past the Chiefs? Burrows is great, can't do everything. Shouldn't have let Mixon go. Yeah, exactly. There's just some really bizarre trades, isn't there? If the Bucks don't play like they did this week, they could be good. But yeah, Bucks are too inconsistent for my liking. Like, again, like I think they played out their skin the year that they had Tom Brady, and it was like that was the only time that was going to happen. I'd love to see the Browns do something. I know Musterman's a Browns fan. I'd love to see the Browns do something and like sort of push on. Where did Baker go? Baker went to the Falcons, didn't he? Baker's at the Bucks. Of course he is. Of course he is. There you go. That's why. That's why they're not going to do anything. Little Mr. Inconsistent. How long did Taylor Swift's relationships last? Could see a Kelsey Swift breakup derail the Chiefs. Ooh, I mean that would be good. Although I have bought Mrs. J a 87 Taylor's Boyfriend T-shirt, so I could do with them staying out the rest of the season. Yeah, the Browns should never have taken Watson in the first place. It was the wrong thing. Like, it just sent out a bad message. Getting a bit of enjoyment from the Bears being bad. Oh, 33. The Bears have been bad for years. You could have been watching that for ages. Caleb Williams was far too cocky when he's drafted. He was. That's the quarterback. Is that the quarterback? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. He's a talent though, but he can't carry a team like the Bears. Like, that's a bad team. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a bad team to try and pick up and move. It ain't easy. Have you seen or heard about Watson's burner Twitter account? No, fill me in on this. Is it like Michael Beale's burner account where he kept tweeting out that he was a great manager? A spectacular way the Bears fucked against the Colts, who are terrible. That's impressive. Yeah, if you drop in against the Colts, then that's a concern. It's pretty much a Michael Beale tribute act. Love it. Janino didn't turn up for training today. Well, we have said that Janino needs to sort his ideas out. Bernardino with the Goal of the Week award. Is Juninho the new Maxo? Maybe, but without being as good, I think. Leroy Bickers, when he tweets before and after the match talking about how amazing Watson is. I love that. I love that. Jason's holding it down on YouTube for us, by the way, tonight. So it's a big one now. We're up against PAOK. They're unbeaten. They're top of the league. We've just conceded 2 goals against Larissa. So defensively, we might need to tighten up a little bit. In fact, defensively, we will need to tighten up. Jameson reaches 1,000 games in management. There we go. It's felt like more. It's felt like more than 1,000 games. Jason Rugio says hello. He says, Calaspira, welcome to the Steve Bruce Club. Well, I'm off to write a novel now about a striker. Larissa have just beaten AEK. Olympiakos have beaten Asteras. Panathinaikos beat Illipoli, and they're a good side. They're a very, very good side. Oh, look at this. This is concerning. Is Jameson the right manager to take us anywhere? Nothing personal against Jameson. This isn't good enough. Getting rid of Jameson would be a foolish move. Hang on, what's going on here? Who's talking about this? What? We haven't forgotten about the success. What are the fans kicking off about? The fact we didn't reach the Champions League. Yeah, but everything else, fine. I'm concerned about this. No, I know we're currently 5th and we're expected to finish 3rd, but let's look at the actual facts here, shall we? We're 2 points behind Atramitos, who are in 2nd. Nobody wants to take Juninho. Dalkeshki is upset. Right, we can transfer him out. Yeah, just accept. Out you go. Vazelli should be dropped by Greece, possibly, yeah, because he's not playing for us. So yeah, maybe he does need to come out at the national side. Let's put Briannis out. Briannis on the bench, I think, for this match. Bassi for Samuel. And Auk for Stelios. So we're turning into that Chelsea team that had no English players, and we're almost becoming a Greek side with no Greek players in. So yeah, we need to start signing some Greek internationals, I think, to flesh the squad out. Because yeah, we're playing spot the Greek player at the minute, and there isn't one in the starting lineup. So this is definitely the best way to build a nation, says Musterman. Exactly, build a nation by not picking any of the representatives. So we will see. Right, we're in our white away kit this match, so don't get confused. Whenever a player in a black shirt picks it up, it's not our player. We're in white today. There's Hargensen up front for PAOK. There's Diaz with a header just over the top. What's he managed? He's making his debut, we think. So it's been a hard job finding decent Greeks in the save. It is a little bit, yeah. The national team says hello. Yeah, I think we've proven that it is quite tricky, and of course, as is the case in all of these build the nation style saves, the second you get someone who's half decent, they get transferred out to, to other nations. In this case, Saudi Arabia. So you can't bring them back in. Right, let's do a bit of encouragement, shall we? Pretty even so far, isn't it? 40% possession, 60% for them. One shot from each of us. No one's had a shot on target. Ours is 0.01 XG. So I think we've just... from the kickoff, did we just launch it? Is that probably about right? It was like an overhit cross, possibly. Not in a way. Pane picks it up. Doesn't play himself into trouble. Good. Shriver launches it. Win that second ball. Lose the second ball, apparently. Gallardi. Hilgers Jasper. Banze. Ball's going over the top, isn't it? Zonis. He's a great player that we like. Mansouri. Cardozo. Muhammad Ali. Oh. Nice little counter-attack movement there. Can't quite get it in though. Fouled by the goalkeeper. Corner again. Cardozo. Floats it in. Can't even beat the first man. Watched PAOK in the Europa League tonight. They only picked 2 Greek players. Really? Okay. So we're it's life imitating art at this point, isn't it? Tomic is nervous. Do we replace him with Briannis? Do we replace him with Vice? Replace him with Vice. We don't need a nervous player out there, do we? Evening, Gudja. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Hope life's treating you good. Bernardino Vice loses possession quickly. Right, Mansouri's gonna have to be looking over his shoulder as well and going like, when am I getting brought off? Because again, he's just not getting involved in the game, is he? Who else is not having a great time? Zernik's on a yellow card. Here's Cardozo over the corner. Bernardino's only on a 6-5. Oh! Muhammad Ali. Another goal from the set piece. Now we're talking. He's becoming a threat at corner, isn't it? Out for a trial run of drinks in Nottingham this Friday. Gay, yes, good yeah. Make sure all the bars stock hooch. Great ball. Cardozo. Close. Yeah, everyone's got to make sure that they get their tickets for November. Cardozo crossed it. Pane. Or if you haven't got your tickets for November, get your tickets for Birmingham. Either way. Birmingham's the 27th of October, Sunday. And then it's... well, that's it, yep. There's Nottingham, there's Birmingham. Get yourselves involved. Come and hang out. Come and have some live Football Manager show times. It's gonna be good. FM podcasting. Bernardino. Vice. Podcasting. content creators, Q&As, loads of hooch. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah. Answer, nothing. Nothing can go wrong. That's a perfectly reasonable evening, I think. Orozoko with the corner, cleared away. Oh, off the post. They were so close, weren't they? Maybe a darts tournament if the Canal House is aboard. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, great header. Pizarro. 1-1. I certainly won't be partaking in any darts tournaments. Just a thought, Mansouri isn't the striker to leave the line alone. No. We've discussed that in the last couple of streams. He needs to be part of it too. But then that means changing things completely. So we'll have to see what we do with him. Zeep's in on 20 months though. Nothing personal against James, but this just isn't good enough. It's not. You're right. It's it is poor. It is poor. Zeep speaks like a true fan. So 1-1 with Pauk. We probably should have won it. 10 shots to their 3. Now, Pauk stay unbeaten. We stay 3rd. I'm all over the social media feed. I thought you were. I thought it was you that started it, to be honest. You know, hashtag Zeep trends. So, how are you, pal? I hope you're good. Miroslav Novotny looks like a good player. I mean, he is dubbed the new Jan Kola, so I'd imagine that he would be. We know that Zeep's got a burner account. Yes, he's at Crete fans. Crete fans. So there's quite a few players that need to leave the club still as well. Patience, guys. The club has a plan. No, not true. Not true. So Dalkeski is going to go off to Leipzig. £1.8 million out of the transfer budget, which takes us up to £1.8 million. Great. Zeke's part of an OCG. Yeah, he is. That's why he does everything. That's why he does everything under the cover of darkness. Just like, can't be seen out and about doing too much like that. Gotta keep it low. My Crete fans is on discount this month. Janino is now apparently happy to stay. We'll have to see what happens here. What they just said there is that Janino's seen sense in staying at OFI. There you go. Seems like everyone's happy with Janino, apart from me. So Auk can't play. Janino can't play. We don't have another left back. Great. think this is going to need a little bit of versatility, isn't it? Malice is right-footed, so he's not really going to be much help at left back. But then again, he's a footballer, so maybe it's more help than not being a footballer. Right, so he can't play. I definitely don't think Quartet can play there. I wonder whether Vaselli, reasonable left foot. Dalsheki, reasonable left foot. Dalseki could play there possibly. My other thought is Vaselli, but or Briannas maybe. Stick with Dalsheki there. Mansuri's going to have to lead the line again because there's no other strikers available. Unless you put Bernardino up top on his own. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's still very much a work in progress, isn't it? This side, Jason, the comment about shots on target or the amount of shots came back to bite us in the arse. A little bit. But that's all part of the story, isn't it? It's all part of the story. Here we go then. Europa League. Eintracht Frankfurt versus OFI. We haven't got a full bench. We don't need a full bench. Let's hope we don't get injuries or suspensions. Because if we do, we haven't got enough players to make it out. Let's have it. Let's win the Europa League, shall we? We got to a final with Larissa, so we know what it takes. Given away from Dalkeshki. Already. Winning the Europa League would be great narrative, especially if we beat Brighton or if we beat Larissa 1-0. How many games have we played? That's our third match, right? Okay, we've already played 2 games. Ali, great effort. I mean, I think we've looked at what we've got as the as our Europa League group, and there's some tasty fixtures in here for us to take part in. So I'm looking forward to it. Juventus are in here. Fenerbahce we smashed. PSV, Bilbao. And we've got to play Zagreb, I think. We've got to play Copenhagen as well. So Rangers we've got to play again. There's quite a few sides in there that could cause a few upsets for us. On Suez corner, Ali doesn't quite get there. Ulsberg, Ludogorets. So you got Larissa, you got Pauk, and us, all in the Europa. Ali would cross. Oh dear, here they come. Stand him up. That's fine, over the top, not a problem. Moved Mansuri to a false 9 to see if that helps. But it said they're saying he's an advanced forward, but he just doesn't seem to have everything that we need. He could maybe press. I'm not sure he's got the work rate though. And I also don't think we've got anyone else coming in behind him to do stuff. Even as a DLF, he's not going to drop. Maybe a poacher, possibly. Vice is injured, so Brianna can go on. Let's change him as a poacher, shall we? Yeah, we don't quite know what the best is for Mansuri, so that's why we tried to get a striker during the window, but we just couldn't find one. Couldn't find one who was good enough. And it's not that what we've got is great. It's we couldn't find one that would fit what we were after. Ironically, I think Iturbe was the the lad who went to Monaco. Irate, I think he would have been the one. We should have just paid the money, shouldn't we? Should have just done that. I wonder whether he's going to end up being like Kojik's, where sort of we should have paid it and then didn't, and he went off somewhere else. It would be nice to see a good Greek striker though. I know we brought Palafas in on trial. Again, is he good enough to play consistently in the top three sides of the league? Is he going to get us goals? Let's demand a bit more, see if that's going to help. Lyon are in this one, so Feyenoord, God, Stuttgart, Valencia, honestly, Monaco, Sporting. Oh, we're not winning the Europa League this year, are we? Let's be honest. There's a load of teams in it this year. Oh, how's Mansuri missed that? He's hit the underside of the bar from like 2 yards or something. Oh, he's just... I think his confidence is gone, isn't it? Maybe we have to play Bernardinho up top and find someone to play out wide, because we can't keep going into matches where he's missing chances like that. But he's also the probably the only striker we got registered. Has my confidence gone in him as well? You know what? Yeah, probably. I mean, look at his form. It's not great, is it? 3 goals in 11 games. Last season, 9 in 28. It's not enough, is it? Physical advanced forward, but he's not giving me any... He's not showing me that he is physical. Let's try this guy. Let's try Sagunis instead. out there. We've got Pantelikos. See, the thing is, part of me is thinking give him this match to like get a goal. But there's also part of me thinking, well, hang on. If Qatari sides are interested, let's cash in and try and replace him. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's far from ideal because we don't want him to be. We don't want his confidence completely gone because we need him to come in and score some goals, but also we can't just keep like running the risk of him having another match without scoring, another match without scoring, another match without scoring. So I think we have to think of somebody else to replace him with. And when I'm looking at my shortlist of strikers that we've had a look at, there he is, John Uriarte. It doesn't look ideal that he's not scored this season, does it? Or not even not played. Or even not really got lots and lots of goals at Asteras. But 16 and 35 is fine. I just think he might be better. Likes big matches. Good finishing. Good fit. Driven. Finishing 17. Decision making is reasonable. Heading's good. Determination's good. Off the ball's good. Technique's good. Balance. Anticipation. Aggressive. I think he's probably the better striker. Again, not 100% sure he's going to fit in the system, but maybe. Yeah, I don't know whether we're wasting balls going in the box or not, whether the setup's wrong, and that's our fault. Just don't know. His player traits is what suits the way you're playing. What for Uriarte? It does. He sort of has what we're looking for. But again, there's a thing of having what we're looking for and being able to fit in, isn't it? Because Mansouri technically has what we're looking for. What cuts in from the inside? He's probably better playing wide, isn't he? Cardozo, let's switch him out for Bassi. Put Zapata on the bench. Maludli, who's the other right fullback we've got? Stelios. Oh no, and Dongo. Giving Dongo a run out. Right, there we go. Have a bit of a change around. Get some fresh legs in there. Just come off the back of a big European game, so we can't really play the same side, to be honest. Especially because they're not half the squad's not even registered for Europe. We might as well play them in the league. Jason's asking, can Mansouri play behind a striker? He can, but I'm not doing 4-2-3-1. He'd be fine as part of it too. But I don't think he's an advanced forward. I think he needs. I'm wondering whether he needs a physical player with him, or maybe like a complete forward to sort of play alongside him. Evening, Libby. How are you, pal? Hope you're good. Welcome in. Hope you're feeling better than the other day. Hope life's treating you well. Still a massive down. Not much has got better, but not as jumpy. Well, not as jumpy as good. Not as jumpy as good. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Things aren't great for you. He'd fit well in the box. Yeah, he probably would actually. He probably would. I think maybe he'd fit in if we were working the ball in the box a bit more, like almost like as if we were Arsenal. Urquhart gets a goal. It's gone down as an own goal, but Scottish midfielder, he's going to take credit for it, surely. Yeah, it's a wicked deflection actually. Maybe he can't take credit. How are we 6 points behind? Oh no, even 4 points behind PAOK and Atramitos. I know we've lost 2 games, but still, it feels like a lot, doesn't it? What an interesting top 6 as well. PAOK, Atramitos, OFI, AEK, Olympiakos, Panathinaikos. You know, no Larissa, no Asteras. Holly with a challenge. Briannis. Oh, he's put it over the top. Diazalidis. The goal was waiting for him. All he had to do was just tap it in. Offside? Offside, anybody? It's going to count, isn't it? No, disallowed. There we go. Miles off. Miles. Seriously. You'd see it from space. That's how offside it was. Let's bring little Theolidis off. Put Zapata on. Let's put Vazelli in. Let's put Javorak in as well. Let's bring Gory. Oh, can't bring Gory off. I think we'll take 1-0 at this point. I like the fact that we are 1-0. We've had 5 shots, none on target, and we're winning. And our goal was from open play. Urquhart's shot apparently not on target, deflected in though. So. They're gonna get an equaliser here, aren't they? You can tell. Just like that. And it's one of the Greek internationals. We gave him his international debut. Ramadani, one of our former lads as well. It's not a great result. Gotta hit the target, surely. Needs better deliveries. Heading needs to be better. He's not really under much pressure either, so it's not like there's a lot of pressure with that. Dvorak tackled. Urquhart and Dongo. Even like a... Oh! I think he's off, isn't he? I think he's off. Counts. I was about to say, even as a second string side, surely we should win this. What a ball from Ndongo. What a finish from Urquhart. You're not taking that one off him. Cracking ball from Ndongo. Bassi. Dvorak. Diaz, Vazelli. Urquhart. Go on. Go again. Corey gives it away. That's fine. Let the ball run. Let it run. Oof. That's a hard fought 3 points, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we need to play better. We can't do it like that and still be 6 points behind. Ooh. Yeah, we need to start having a look. Who's the director of football spotted for a striker? Anybody? Hector Ramos. Mario, 29. There's no resale value in Mario. Kyle Makaya. 1 goal in 11 games. It's not him. Eric Higuita. 10 in 30. So 1 every 3. Leandro Blanco. I mean, he looks fun, but 2 goals in 10 games. Lucas Calchon, 15 in 35. No one's jumping out, are they? Recruitment focus is done, apparently. Georges Ferré. He wants to move, does he? Asked to leave, has been treated unfairly too many times by his manager. Doesn't feel comfortable in big matches, apparently, though. Good stamina, good energy, good strength, determined attitude. His physicals look really, really good. Likes long-range passes, likes to lob the keeper. Aggressive, determined, good work rate, good passing. 6'3", very athletic. Maybe try for 3. 3 mil seems a reasonable amount. I agree with that. I think we'll have a little nosy in January. See what crops up. The problem is he's not in a position that we desperately need at this moment in time. As the position that we desperately need is striker. So that's where all of our attention's really got to go. Pharaohs. But then I'm saying that and all of a sudden I'm like, oh look, a Pharaohs midfielder. Is he on our shortlist already? No, he's not. He should have been. Inverted wing back. Would be terrific, apparently. £1.2 million release clause. Doesn't like big matches. Lagsy is still only 23. Feels like another one to go back to Larissa over, doesn't it? You do a Liverpool save, you can't be asked for the challenge. That seems fair. I think people get maybe a little bit too wrapped up in having to do a challenge or making a rationale for their save. Sometimes I think it's fine just to play the game, you know, play how you want to enjoy it. I certainly see no problem with that. Caracas should be dropped, apparently, according to some people. I think he's been fine internationally. Offers made for Mansouri. 10 million. No offers for Jandrich. 10 million seems low, but also seems reasonable. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Like, part of me's going, that's not very much, but then there is part of me going, or we could just accept it. We seem to be quite good with commercial moves here. We've got a 1-year European partnership with a telecommunications company. I've got a feeling this telecommunications company is the owner's company. Because it's £10 million. And we've always had a telecommunications company turn up with big sponsorship deals. So I presume we're fudging the books. That's what I think. I don't really think anyone can tell me otherwise. Is Piliafas worth a short-term deal? He's 6'4". He's got a bit of flair. He can play off the ball. He's composed. His finishing's not brilliant. But then again, neither is Mansouri's, is it? Let's give him a 1-year deal. You had me at 6'4". Yeah, right. Let's give him a 1-year deal, $3,000. Come in, make a bit of an impact. What sort of horrible owners would lie about sponsorship deals from coming from companies that they owned? Far be from me to suggest that anything like that could happen in real life, Zeep. Imagine. What I would think is if something like that did happen, then I would expect the league to be really, really hot on something like that they wouldn't allow it to happen. Certainly not for like a prolonged period of time. You could maybe allow 1 deal, 2 deals possibly to sneak through, and then maybe in hindsight go, that looked a bit odd, didn't it? Should we have a little look at that? But you certainly wouldn't be able to have, for example, say many years worth of transactions going through that are above market value. I just don't think that would be possible. Owners would feel hard done by. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Dan. Especially if it's like one of those like little clubs that not the big ones, but like the little ones where you sort of go, oh, poor them. Imagine if it was a club like that. Imagine. Facing off against a big cartel, yeah. Like you want what you need like a team who can like overcome adversity. That sort of side. I wonder who could do that. See if we can get somebody against Fisher here. I would like to think we can. What is it? League or Cup? League, I think, isn't it? Don't give it away. We've got roughly the same side as last match. Jandrich is in, sorry. For Briannis. Goalkeeper changed because our goalkeeper's injured. And I think we've just given away a penalty. I think he's in the box. Samiotis, again, another Greek international. Sells. Oh, no penalty. Was it outside? Samiotis has gone down far too easily there. Well, hang on. Surely that suggests it was a dive then. So maybe we should have had a free kick. Oh. Jandrich just goes wide. Jandrich straight at the keeper. That was Super Gary. Jason's asking, is there any Croatian strikers we can look at? Probably. I mean, we've got a lot of Czech and Slovenian players, haven't we? So we could maybe do another Croatian or Eastern European striker. I do feel like we should probably try and get some Greek players in at some point, but where? Are we opening ourselves up to build a nation Croatia for next year? Great cross in. Urquhart heads over the top. We looked at Czech, didn't we, this season? But obviously there's still the possibility of Finland. Oh, maybe there's the Bordeaux story. Yeah, it's a story that needs to be told, isn't it? I think Rougeau's view is no. He's just typed it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Fair. Diaz at the back post. Great cross from Urquhart. Diaz with a header. Andy Carroll's a twat. He is a twat. He is. But also, like, in Bordeaux, it's just everything that's shit together. I guess we're off to Finland. Unless we can come up with a better idea. Do you know what I mean? Like, Bordeaux Tuesdays. Or just one day a week we just manage Bordeaux, and Tuesday is like the worst day. Dissemination in the mod ranks at this point. We could go back to Indonesia. Couldn't we? Yeah. It's a shame that the national team's not there. But then again, having seen how international management works here, it's maybe not a shame that the international fixtures aren't working. Indonesia was a lot of fun. It was, wasn't it? But I wonder whether... I worry whether we'd have to. I don't think you could do it. I don't even think you could do a loan farm, could you? They've got banging kits. They do have banging kits. Massive tick in the column for things that are good about a save. Does the team have banging kits? Yes or no? Change it up a little bit by going for another country in that area. Malaysia, perhaps. I'll be honest, I know even less about Malaysian football than I did about Indonesian. Great ball. Urquhart. Auk. Jandrich. You feel like Build a Nation feels a bit redundant in FM25. I get that. I do get that, you know. I do feel where you're coming from. We can do it without the national team though, remember. We can do that. It's like could we argue that managing Greece has been a bit of a distraction? It's not really added anything to the save, has it? We've not been able to sort of like push on, make the national team very good. I suppose that would be different if we actually won something with the national team. We could be like, yeah, it's brilliant. But I just feel as though it's maybe been a bit of a distraction. It was a novelty more than anything. Jandrich has brought him down for a penalty. So, you know, could we then ignore that for a bit? Miro Dekanye in with 4 months on the prime. Thank you very much indeed. Hope you're well. Glad you're still going strong. Well, we're still going. We're still going. We are still in Greece. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Nice to see you, buddy. Not sure the national side helps build a nation about winning the Champions League. Yeah. That's fair, Lulu Booster. To be honest, Greek national side does hold us up a bit. National team is hampered by poor youth rating training facilities in the country. Exactly. So unless that all improves, and I don't think that the game thinks that and improves the infrastructure sufficiently for the national team to develop, then maybe a lack of international football doesn't necessarily hinder us. It's just quite nice, isn't it, to sort of be like, oh yeah, we manage the national team as well. But ultimately, no one really cares. Samuel should have scored. Have we found any talent for the first team through the international management? Sort of, but again, I wouldn't necessarily say that they're good enough. We will play players, but that's not to say that they're definitely top talent. What we need is some sort of dynamic youth rating. Yeah, we could do with that, couldn't we? There's a bit actually tomorrow on the podcast. Here's something to talk about, right? There's we're talking about on the podcast tomorrow as to what would you take out of the current game. So say we're talking about, you know, they're talking about it, removing international management with the idea of they're gonna redevelop it and bring it back so it's going to be better. Like, what would you take out of the game right now if you could make it better? Dynamic youth rating. Yeah, that's a fair one. That's a fair one. Right, Samuel wants a move now. back to Copenhagen. Sorry, well, back to Denmark. That's fine. Let's just do that. They're great. We brought him in for nothing. Sell him off. It's maybe not the best deal we can do, but mostly because it's not dynamic. Well, yeah, there is that. There is that. The whole lack of dynamism is certainly an issue. Let's offer Mansouri out again for a bit more, shall we? Who else do you want to try and offer out? Muhammad Ali's wanted by Saudi clubs now. We don't want to sell him. What promise he made there? Wants to move to a club with a stronger squad. Well, okay, but you can't just want to move to a stronger squad. It's got to be someone who wants it, you know what I mean? Can we take the referee out on the ball just for fun? Some people would suggest that that's already happened. I suggest we get rid of goal nets. What's the best website to get skins and faces and badges and stuff? It's got to be sorted out. SI. That's the one for me. If you do faces, it's faces where I've got view from the touchline is where I got my faces. But yeah, sorted out SI has got everything in there that you'll ever need. You're sticking with international football. You're right on the podcast by saying there's also the fault why it's currently not great, but it needs work. Simple training counts for being an instant improvement. Yeah, and it needs to feel like something. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. It needs to feel like something, but right, everyone's wanting to leave. All the new players have come in and they're just like kicking off a fuss. Okay, fine, you can go as well. Quartet now wants to. Serbu wants to play or leave. Fine, you can do either. Yeah, we've got a bit of a revolt on our hands at the minute by the looks of it. Oh yeah, and we're off to play Rangers. Okay, Samuel can leave. So Samuel's gone, or at least will go. He's been here a matter of weeks. But let's put the money into getting that striker that we want. Urate, where is he? There he is, John Urate. Lowball them first of all, shall we? If they're doing away with weight, could you then do away with height? Jumping reach is the important physical. You could. Do we make the players move like Subbuteo players? I mean, there's some players that I've looked at in my team where I think that's exactly how they move. Let's confirm it. Excited about women's football. I am as well, Livy. I am as well. I want to see how it works. I want to see what leagues they've got. I think that we're probably going to presume that the WSL's in. I think that's a safe presumption. We're seeing what they've got after that. That's where the interesting bit's going to come from. How do you get a B team in Greece? I don't think you can. Right? Would you mean like an under 21s? Because like if you mean like an under 21s, then they're obviously they're already there. Like it's coded in the game. So if you haven't got one, then I'm guessing, have you come through like I don't know whereabouts you've been. Have you been like in the lowest depths of the world? You've only got under 19s. Yeah, same as me. Yeah, under 19s. Yeah, I don't think there is a B team, is there? Mansuri can play, Shavorak can come out. Urquhart's going to have to come out. God, honestly, the amount of switching around we've got to do for this side. Jumping reach is essentially the high point. Two players with 20 jumping reach can both reach the same point. If the ball is crossed 6 foot high, though, a 6 foot player won't need to jump, whilst a 5'2" player will. Fair? I have trouble with keeping my players match sharp. Yeah, you need to just games in rotation. That's the way to do it. I wouldn't necessarily consider bringing everyone in the under 19s, because obviously you're gonna miss some players, aren't you, eventually. Deadpool, what's all this then? So it's Build a Nation, it's Greece, we're 19 seasons in. Currently managing a team called OFI in Crete, and in the 19 seasons we have won one title, well, 2 titles really, the second division and the first division, but yeah, that's it, that's all we've won. We were at Larissa for 17 years, and then they sacked us because we didn't play young players, despite the fact they wouldn't invest in the youth setup. So it felt like a bit of a cop-out sacking, to be honest, but never mind. It allowed us to move to Crete. We finished above Larissa. So, yeah, we're just having our fun before FM25. fair to say the Champions League may be a way off. Well, we've been in the Champions League, yeah. We've been in it, but yeah, we're not going to win it. Yeah, I feel as though there must be quite a bit of, well, yeah, clearly needing a bit of hydration tonight. I'm obviously not as lubricated as I thought I was, which, you know, comes as a bit of a surprise to me. Maybe I've got a cold coming on. Could be that, possibly. So we'll have to wait and see. My throat feels a bit dry. The only medicine I know for fixing that is whiskey. So. I'm not as lubricated as I thought I was, that's what she said. Exactly. Again, things that can be clipped for out of context, TJ. Yeah. I've never been as lubricated. I'm not as lubricated as I thought I was. That should have been clipped straight off. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you can stay off it, Livy, you're doing a great job. I think it's one of those things where I kind of wish I'd never started. Finished the Pentagon Challenge recently. It was fun. I don't know how to do a build a nation. What's the coefficient thing doing? So basically, you want all of the nation. You basically want all the teams to be as good as they possibly can be, and try and sort of essentially want them to sort of like compete in Europe as well. So you don't want to be able to win the league every single year. Our current coefficient with Greece is we've got them up to the 6th best. So its coefficient is 6th in Europe. So yeah, it's the 6th best league. So it's still just behind the usual 5. But I think we started off about 20th or something. So we've moved it up quite a bit. We've got teams that are regularly competing well in Europe. We've had some European winners. AEK have won the Europa League. I think PAOK have. Panathinaikos have. PAOK might have won. Actually, no, PAOK might have won the conference. But yeah, we're certainly doing some decent stuff in Europe. A Pentagon could be. Maybe we do the Pentagon next year. I don't know. Again, it feels a bit. It's all about winning things, isn't it? Oh, is that the clip for the? Is that the clip? Thank you, Livy. Very kind. Post that out on Twitter tomorrow. Pentagon, is that an MLS save? It is. It is. It's five sides where you're only allowed to play defense. Is that right? Maybe we just do MLS. We're not doing MLS. Can't do MLS. Pentagon seems soulless. It is. It's 100% soulless. Like, because you've got to pick again. It's like British Steel. You've got to pick the best teams because that's what you want to do, and it's not going to fit for me. Like, I think this long-term sort of build a nation style thing that feels good for me. Like, you know, I'm all right with that. But it's got to be a nation that's going to be a bit interesting, something that's there's some stuff that's happening where it's kind of like, ooh, that's fun. As I say, Finland might be the one. Maybe there's something else, maybe there's another raid, maybe there's another nation we can find. I forgot Harry Mackay was at Rangers. I did as well. Samuel, good save. Tristan, you inspired my Georgia building nation. You really have to keep the motivation levels up. Their league is so low in the coefficients list. Exactly. That's what it's all about, isn't it? And like when you've got those nations where there's nobody decent in the league, you've got to then like keep like getting those sides better, and that's what's really sort of like can be disheartening, can be tiring. That's the hard work. We're a bit fortunate in Greece where we've got teams that are already good, so there's a bit of that. Maybe it was a bit easier this year. Maybe it becomes a builder nation, maybe it becomes a journeyman, maybe it becomes something else. Does it need a purpose? True. I suppose that's kind of what we said before, isn't it? About like when Livy was saying that she's just going to do Liverpool. I was like, yeah, I guess maybe you do. Just do something. Second best team got relegated in my fourth season. Yeah, that sounds weird. Quarter with a header. We could just do a big journeyman, a journey person save. We could do. Lilibus is doing Scandinavia. Franco's in as well, by the way. It's nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. We could do an unemployed journey person. Let's see where we go. We could do a mystery shirt. That could be something. But then again, we've also got the issue of like, well, we could end up somewhere that doesn't quite work out well. New Galacticos make a single team dominant in the Champions League and overtake Real Madrid. But like a sort of like a creator club thing. Could do it. we could do it now. Yeah. Pentagon Challenger start as an unemployed journey person, save and turn out really good. Yeah, I guess it can, but as I say, you need to have to manage at like the top level clubs to make it work. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. There's still another 5 months till the game comes out, so loads of time. Former glory save, make a team has won the Champions League in the 50s, win again. York City. Yeah. Forest have won it twice. Yes, you can move between men's and women's in the upcoming game, which is great. You know what I mean? I like the fact you can be fluid between the two sort of like styles of management. It'd be great. Break the Bella Gutman curse. To be fair, I'd be the person who'd win the Champions League, but I'd have lost the Portuguese league. He's won the Champions League, but he's got relegated. How's he done that? Nudge a bit more of that out, shall we? I don't think we've got any players in the best players in the world, have we? Wouldn't imagine so. No. No, unsurprising. Unsurprising. I see nothing wrong with this, just adds to the narrative. That is fair. It would make it funny, actually. Sometimes funny is enough, isn't it? Schreiber's now wanted. The Bob Paisley challenge in FM25. What? Remind me the Bob Paisley challenge. Remind me what that is. That win everything, is it? Shavorak in there. 6 league titles, 6 charity shields, 3 league cups, 3 European cups, 1 Super Cup, 1 UEFA Cup, 9 seasons. Yeah, that's pretty full on. That's pretty full on. I'm going to do the Big Sam challenge, which is manage England for 1 match. Doing the Wizard of Oz save for FM25. What's the Wizard of Oz save? Just managing Australia. We could maybe do New Zealand. Don't think too many people manage out there. But you need somewhere that something's got a bit of jeopardy in there, isn't it? I want to dive straight into managing the women's leagues. Yeah, I maybe I do as well. Maybe. I think that'll be fun. Start in Australia, be about win the European Champions League. All right, okay. Oh, so you start there, and then you work around. Nice. That's very good, actually. That's a bit of a spin on the Pentagon, I suppose, isn't it? Do an Australian stave. Every time you lose a game, you release one of their many deadly animals into the ecosystem. Could do that. Rhea Kinchi, welcome in. Appreciate the follow, pal. Very kind. Australia, South Korea, Italy, Germany, England. Nice. So I think with a journey person as well, the only concern I've got with that is it's like, what's the end point? Where do we get to? What's the final thing? If the final thing is just the Champions League, then you can kind of like jump through that quite quickly. Don't know, do we need some sort of jeopardy with it? Don't think we do we? Yeah, keep the Australian spiders away. Absolutely. 99.9% of things in Australia can kill you. reckon. A suggestion of York City as well, wasn't it, from A15? Janino goes close. The other 1% are Australians. Yeah. Even Jord, how are we, bud? Jord the Hoop. Season's going all right. Not too bad. 4 points off the title at the minute. We're just getting by. A couple of players are getting a bit angsty and wanting to move because they've not played every single minute. So fine, we've managed to cash in on a couple of players that we've brought in. So in a sense, it's sort of worked out quite nicely, really. We've started with free transfers and then sold them off during the season, so that's not too bad. But yeah, apart from that, all good. First time trying Journeyman, I wasn't really sure, but it did turn out really good. One of my best saves. Look, I enjoy a Journey person, don't get me wrong, I love it. I've had some great ones, really enjoyed them. I think where it is, because that's how I would play before streaming. Like I'm like a lower league manager, like a Journey person, travel around, do some bits of fun. But when you're doing it on stream, you need to be able to have something to follow, I think, and that's the tricky bit. I think we found that when we did British Steel, it was a bit, oh, where are you going? Why have you moved there? Like, and as Zeep says, yeah, sometimes you just get attached to a team, and I had to move during British Steel, and I didn't want to, but you know, those things happen, sadly. So yeah, I don't know. I guess the good thing is we've got time. We've still got time to come up with a plan, but we're gonna need a plan pretty soon. Oh dear. Passion in you. Make it 2-1. Made a move to Italy. It was a disaster. Made for good content. Italy's never a disaster. Never. Going to Italy's normally when it's good. What year is this? After meet us a second. We're in 2042, maybe 2040. Yeah, 2042, I think. The pad just goes wide. $2043 maybe. Yeah, 19 years in. So whatever 19 years from now is. Poor control. Zapata, Samuel, inside. Zapata! Great finish. Keep the flag down. Keep the flag. Arms are in the air. The new Higuain gets his first goal. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Lovely touch from Pane. Look at that run. What a finish. What a finish. Young Sarro, hope you have a nice time playing our league. You know what? We're loving it. We love it, Young. Greece has been... I've never managed here before, but it's been really fun. We've had a great time this year in Greece, and I think it's opened everyone's eyes to Greek football. So, yeah, I feel like I speak for people when I can say that we've enjoyed it. I think some people would be. I think some people would have been happy for us to come back again next year and just keep managing in Greece, but it can't happen like that. It's not how it works. Evening, Hermanson. How are we, buddy? Welcome in. Evening, Anfield Raw on YouTube. Don't we just love this game? Sometimes, yes. Sometimes it can be quite frustrating. Zapata, just a little bit too heavy touch. Mazzelli. Oh, come on. I'll install the kit packs at the same folder as faces and badges. I think so, yeah. They should be in the graphics folder. Then just make a folder that says kits, one that says faces, and then there's like a little, what's it called? XML file. You need to just drop in as well. Then it overrides it. And then clear your cache from your skin, and then, you know. So 7 weeks out for Briannas. Great. 2-2, not ideal, but no offers for Serbu, that's not a problem. Wow, AK beating Olympiakos 4-3. Uriarte now. Fringe player. 35 grand. 2-year deal, let's do that. There we go. Striker incoming. If we can afford him. Stelos, we think Stelos can play for a little bit. Agreed, it could be more of an end of an era with FM25, looking more with removals like FIFA. Oh no. It's not. We've been on stream for 2 hours. It's not gonna be like FIFA. It's not gonna be like FIFA. Right. It just won't be. Calling it now. If it's not what some people want, fine. But it won't be like FIFA. There's no way it's gonna be stripped down. Like, you know, to the point where it's like just a game that's not a management game. It's not. It just won't be. Just won't be. There's a couple of bits that have been taken out that people haven't used, but all the information and all the data is still going to be in the game. We know that. There's no way they're going to go loose on that. Imagine if SI brought in awful cutscenes. I think that's what made it look like FIFA wanted. I mean, yeah, they could do that. They could do that, and then some people are going to be like, oh, but we didn't want it like that. Because, to be honest, it doesn't matter what they do. Some people are going to say they don't want it like that. So, what was that I said the other day? That SI could say, right, okay, you buy FM25, and everyone who buys it gets a free Mercedes. There'll be some people go, oh, but why is it on a Porsche? Don't want a Mercedes, I want a Porsche. So, like, you genuinely can't win. You can't please everybody. And I don't think they should try. I really don't. I think they should just do their own game and leave it at that. Like, just do what they think is right. You know, they're the games man. They're the games designers, not us. Believe it or not. I'd probably just put them in charge and let them try and work it out. As weird as that sounds. Which means I can't see the players wait anymore. I know. But you know what? And I've done a lot of I've gone back through a lot of saves and went, oh God, I remember how heavy he was. Yeah, God, he was light, wasn't he, as a player? I don't see attributes. I just see weight, which I suppose in a modern society I probably shouldn't see weight. But in FM, it's all I see. It's all I see. Most recruitment was done literally on BMI. Watching the pods as we're in national teams removed, streamlining across the board. Seems to be coming to a corporate end. I enjoy building a nation. I mean, I'm not sure about that. I mean, like, look, international management's been removed so that they can make it better. That's what they've said. So we have to hope that that's what they're going to do, make it better. You know, I don't think it's the end of the. I don't think it's a corporate end. I think what they're doing is, I think what they've got to realise is that there's now like 12 million games, 12 million players, and they've now got 12 million people to keep happy rather than 3 million or 4 million. There will still be, like, the game will still be complex and, in some people's views, overly so. International management has been taken out because it doesn't really work. They're going to have to redesign it and make it work properly, which in a sense is good because they're building it from scratch. So why put something in that doesn't work? Like, do you know what I mean? All that's going to happen is if they put it in and it didn't work, people would complain that it still doesn't work. So you might as well take it out, and people can complain that's taken out. So it's a no-win situation, you know. Players' weight's fine. If it doesn't make a difference, then fine, not a problem. But it's still a metric in the background. Fine, whatever, not a major issue. Game mode's being taken out. Okay, yeah. Draft mode is a bit concerning after the FIFA World Cup. The timing of that wasn't really ideal. Versus mode, I think they didn't really advertise in the first instance anyway. Like, it was a much better mode, or should have been a really, really good mode, but didn't really get given much airtime. So yeah, I can see why that's been taken out. If the shouts don't work, again, take them out. There's no point keeping stuff in just because it's there. Like, I'm just literally clicking it because I feel as though I have to, you know. But yeah, I would also say that there's a lot of pressure now on SI to come out with something really, really good. Really good. And I think that they need to show the match engine. That's the thing. They need to show the match engine. And that's either going to make or break. Like, you know what I mean? People are either going to go, wow, this is incredible, or they're going to go, alright, fair enough, whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. I don't know what people want. I don't know what would make people excited. Like, some people get excited over the Premier League licensing. For me, it doesn't really matter because I don't really play Premier League sides. So we'll see. You can't understand why you can't rest players in national management. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's loads of stuff you can't do, which is like even training, for example, would help. If the leaks are correct, we'll know more on Monday. Big if in it, Z. I mean, I think we'd probably find out something either tomorrow or next Thursday would be my guess, but who knows? Like the suggestion, the FM show remove attributes so people will be livid. I use the histogram chart thing, so I'm all for it. Yeah, I think it's a great suggestion for doing it, because if everyone's complaining that the game's too easy, fine, take the attributes out. Bet it's not easy then. Of course it's not, because it's really easy when all the information is in front of you. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. it's very, very easy to say, oh, recruitment's easy when you can search by attribute. If you can't, then it's not as easy. Like, if you don't know what your players look like, it's not as easy. So that's my 2 pence, but it won't, they won't take attributes out, and they shouldn't. But I'm just saying, for me personally, I think that's maybe the way that I'm. And again, as a streamer, I can't take attributes off either, because people like seeing what the players look like. You know, they want to see what the new gens look like and how good they are. So yeah, it kind of has to stay on, which again is weird given like how bad I am at the game, but I can see everything. So there's that as well. Valid points. Hope you're correct. Too often we see these games streamlining measures. Fingers crossed. Agreed, other modes are not a miss, but national teams is concerning. Do you manage internationally, Anfield Raw? Do you do it? How much international management do you do? It's only a concern and a miss if it's a major part of your save. I'm aware I'm playing as Greece now, but as I said earlier on the stream, I just feel like it's slowed our save down, to be honest. And we're nowhere near getting to the level of actually competing at international level. This is the best season we've had, and we've got 12 points. And look at that, we're still 9 points behind Italy. Well, more points now because Belarus have scored again. I think at best the game will look as good as Alonso's Italian font. Yeah, attributes not how management works. No, of course not. Of course not. A lot of games companies haven't communicated well, and games release bad games tends to be a big concern. Do we expect too much from people? Maybe. I don't know. Shouts in the game work better than the manager conversations. How can a manager get angry about his manager congratulating for his international debut? Yeah, that's the one that doesn't quite work, isn't it? That needs a look at. I play a lot. I know people do not like it, but I enjoy dual managing club and national teams. Fair. I've only ever done. Well, I've done it a couple of times, not a lot, but I'm not really massively sold on it. But then again, I'm not massively sold on international football in real life anyway. Like, unless it's a tournament, I'm not particularly bothered. And even then, it's like, all right, fine, it's there, great, isn't that good? They have to fix new gen faces. No way anyone's looking at those faces and saying nailed it. Yeah, it's not good, is it? Keeps you busy. I agree. FM needs to improve international formats. They can make it superb. Watch your podcast on the subject. It was really good. No, thank you for that. And I think I think what we need to do is we need to keep that conversation going. You know what I mean? Like, and we know that SI watch the podcast. We know that they keep their eyes on creators and stuff. So all this is feedback, essentially. Like, it is feedback that we can sort of say, look, this is what we think. This is what the answers have come from the community. This is how we think it should move on. Sometimes it gets taken on board, sometimes it doesn't. Like, but remember the SI forums are always there to add feature suggestions and bug reports. So I would just keep doing it. If you see bugs, report them. If you have feature requests, get them sent in. Because if you don't, then you can't really say anything. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I would suggest. Right, Mansouri's on his way out. Okay, so he's gone. Urate is coming in January, so we are going to swap a striker out, bring a striker in. That should help us theoretically moving forward. As I was saying, the interesting thing is that tomorrow's podcast is all about what would you remove from FM. So feel free to comment away on that one. I angered people about the attributes thing, by the way. Lots of people are very, very angry. My main hope for FM25 is I can win some football matches without using 4-2-3-1. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like 4-2-3-1 to piss off. We did that. Yeah, people got very, very angry about it. I don't think that people fully listened to the show. I don't think that they understood what I was trying to talk about or how I was trying to advise it. But as I say, again, if you're saying it's easy, make it more difficult. Yeah. Not have much luck with anchors or defensive mids. I like the tactic. Oh, I love an anchor. Anchor's working really, really good. Really good in this game. Pair them with a regista, which I know is a gamey thing, or a volante possibly, but you know what? No one's ever been a regista in real life. Time to cut the apology from the podcast and just double down on the attributes thing. I think I have to, don't I? I just went, no, this is what I think. Anyone who thinks differently is wrong and probably an idiot. And the people you angered would have loved an overall rating on the players. Yeah. Like the people that we angered probably don't even listen to the podcast. Do you know what I mean? I think they've come in because Ben's there, because Jack's there, because Kev's there. So if anything, you know, they're now aware there's a podcast, which is good. So it displayed cowardice when I side pressed on it. There we go. Friendly against Norway. Let's see how we go, shall we? There's the link for the podcast. And for those of you who don't know, of course, it's on YouTube as well tomorrow. Keep your eyes and ears peeled. 12 o'clock release, of course. Or if you've already got it on Patreon, it's already out on Patreon, isn't it? So some people have already seen it. They'll also never be removed. The database is SI's biggest property. They don't want to put it in front of a centre. Yeah, I get that. Like, you could still have it. You know, just wouldn't see the numbers. Musterman knows that it's there. He's taken all the attributes off. But it's still there. It's still being used. Makes it more football-y. It makes it more real. But you're right. You know, it's just all. It's not necessarily. FM is about FM finishing 20. It's SI's USP. That's what people need to know. Agreed, Dean. Agreed. As I say, I totally get it, and I get the stars, the 5-star, you know, maximum potential, current potential, all that sort of stuff. That's brilliant. I'm just trying to explain that I angered a lot of people this week on the podcast because I said that they could take the attributes off. And then, like, all hell broke loose. I was like, but you could. And they were like, no, can't. So, yeah, I don't really understand how you can differentiate some of the attributes, but then that's not necessarily just in FM, that's just in all manner of life, you know what I mean? Like, oh, how goes this song out of 10? Well, what's the scale? What's the scale? How are you feeling out of 10? Well, I don't know. You know, is the rating based on today, or is it based on like an overall scale, like in the grand scheme of things? So, yeah. Applying context, it slows everyone down, Dean, as you know. Hope you're well though, pal. Hope life's treating you good. I mean, even then, though, Dean, as you know, there's people who, even these days, don't understand that the stars are in comparison to the rest of your team, and judge and in accordance with the judging ability and potential of your staff. So they just see them as too accurate. Go, all right, he's a 4-star striker, right? He's brilliant. It's like brilliant in your team in that league, according to your scout or coach, who has a judging ability of 4. You might be wrong. This guy might be wrong. Why is this guy not working? He's a 5-star player. Or the over scorer. Or he's a 2.5-starer. Go. I think your scouts are wrong. Is it time to ask why it's 1 to 20? Nothing is measured in a scale of 1 to 20. That is true. I would say do it out of 100. If you're gonna rank it, do it out of 100. Technically, all you have to do is just times it by 5, innit? Yeah. Do it out of 7. Or have like options for how many you could do it out of. So like you could sort of say, right, you could have it out of 10, out of 20, or out of 13, and try and be like, I don't really understand what 13 would be, but okay. Penguin scale. This guy's got 3 penguins of finishing. I mean, no, penguins of height. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone knows that animals are for height, not for abilities. I got Musa Fall. He's tall. Everyone tells me he's crap, but he's the league's top goal scorer. See, you know, he's scoring goals because he's massive. That's probably the answer there, isn't it? See, animals are for weight. Exactly. Everyone knows that. Aggression, Bronson. Like, instead of aggression, it should just be like, it should be on a scale of angry ma'am at school gates when it's tea time and you've been out playing too long. Like, that's aggression 20. Yeah. Incidentally, having converted every player's weight into animals for today's video, I've discovered that a lot of humans are weight of various ungulates. See? What I like about Musterman, right, is he doesn't just give you great content, he also educates you at the same time. So, it's a wonderful, wonderful way of living. It's a wonderful way of living. We've just gone 2-0 down. It's only a friendly. It's not a problem. Media description: plays like a sweaty COD streamer. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to say that because that's branded. So, media description: bit of an arse. Media description: canny. Yeah. Will they sack us after a friendly loss if it's bad? I don't think so. We've just had the whole vote of confidence for the for international for the World Cup. Said, oh well, you tried your best. Let's see how we get on. So, I suppose technically, the friendly shouldn't really count, should it? I think. I'd like to see media profile overrated. Not as good as he thinks he is. Or her, of course. Off the bar. Nearly. Put into the corridor of uncertainty there. Media description: creepy. I hope on FM25 you get to have a managerial pundit profile, so that every now and again you have to go and do TV. Do you know what I mean? Like, just waste another week. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, you got to watch another match and then comment upon it, and then you go back to your next match managing. That's what real managers do now. So we should have pundit mode on there. I'm sure it's probably in. Must be. Why not replicate attributes with hooch colour scale? Oh yeah. Hula hooch is like your 15 to 20 bracket. Yellow's your mediums. Blues, yeah, it's alright. And then orange, unfortunately, is like your single digits. Oh, he's rolled him. Oh, decent hit. Hooch colour scale is an edge I can get behind. I think we all could. And I'm pretty sure Hooch would sponsor FM if they asked. Do you know what I mean? Pretty sure. Good thing Liverpool had set up for me when I worked out the TV stations. They knew I suffer from dysphoria, anxiety, and they set it up so the mental health manager could check on me if I needed him. Nice! I like that. I like it when clubs and organisations and businesses think about their people. You know what I mean? Doesn't take a lot, but it makes everyone feel good. Oh, cold Joss again. Right, definitive hooch scale. So your single digits is orange because that's the worst one, unfortunately. Yellow is your sorry, blue is the lower end of your double digits, I suppose. Yellow's good, and pink hula hooch is excellent. That's what the hooch scale would be. I have a feeling this is going to be part of a Musterman video tomorrow. Orange worst, then blue, then yellow, then pink. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. See, isn't this good? When Musterman's in, we get like customized skins. Surely lemon hooch is the best. Oh, that Franco, you're only saying lemon hooch is the best if you haven't had hula hooch. Because if you've had hula hooch, then you know that it's hula hooch is the best one. Passion fruit. It's so good. So good. Now, don't get me wrong, lemon's like, you know, lemon is a classic. And it's there for a reason. But pink is the one. Pink is the one. I take it it's not hula hoops inspired. It is, yeah. It's barbecue. It's roast beef flavour. It's you know what? It's not as refreshing as you'd think. It's a very dry drink. It's like cranberry juice. The very salted one isn't great. It's not, is it? But you know, sometimes needs must. You know, you have to have a salty drink, and away you go. Tomic is back. Muhammad Ali's back, which is good. Gory can be back. Janino comes out for Zernik. To put Zapata up front, let's put Zapata up front. Let's have it. Let's go for it. Hooch Bovril coming out soon. Oh, now we're talking. Oh, yummy. I mean, digestive hooch. We heard someone say it was a digestif. No. No, it's just made of digestives. Well, to be honest, we're saying Bovril hooch and drinks that taste of digestives and hula hoops. That's all craft ale is these days, isn't it? Yeah. I've made a Sunday dinner IPA. Have you? Or does it taste like a Sunday dinner? You can really taste the Yorkshire puddings in the beer. It's beautiful. I'm getting a hint of parsnip. Yeah. Oh, how much rosemary are you getting on that IPA? Oh, loads of rosemary. And drink a craft ale with a hint of parsnip. Not gonna lie, I think we all would, Dean. I think we all would. I'll have a schooner of Toby Carvery, please. If that's all right. I'll have a little schooner of the Carvery. Carvery flavoured, bland, lukewarm, and faint traces of children's sneezes and or crayons. Oh, just right. No cilantro in this brew. I'll have a blueberry pastry stout if you don't mind. No, you'll have a Guinness. I've got a Greg's Yum Yum flavoured liqueur. Have you? Have you now? Okay. Near post flick on, back post tap in. What a set piece. Ampersand Brewery make a blueberry cheesecake beer. I've not seen a blueberry. I've seen a strawberry cheesecake one. Brew York do a key lime pie one as well. And I think someone does do a Yorkshire pudding beer. I'm sure they do. I'm not sure if it's a full Sunday dinner beer, but I'm sure someone does a Yorkshire pudding. I know who does the Aunt Bessie's jam roly-poly and custard beer, because I've seen that before, and that is like all kinds of wrong. Oh, great balls. Zapata puts it wide. Oh, he doesn't know what to save. No dessert until you drink your vegetables. There is a Yorkshire pudding beer. It doesn't taste like them. It's fermented out of them. Right, okay. I'm glad I wasn't making it up then, because I do remember reading it. I was like, I'm sure that's the thing. Oh, Cardozo's gone down. I get the specific ones like Yorkshire pudding, but full Sunday lunch sounds like a mess. Oh, yeah. Because how would you differentiate which Sunday, like what roast is it? Do you know what I mean? Is it chicken? Is it beef? Is it pork? Is it lamb? Cardozo misses. 2.5 loaded my switch. FM24 saving the team midfielders Ruben Neves, Declan Rice, and Kimmich. That is good. That is very, very good. Diaz again. What a volley that is. What if it's a trio of meat? A bird and a bird and a bird. Roast. Look at this from Diaz. It's a cracking volley. Half volley, sorry. He's been a good signing for free, hasn't he? Castro Diaz. I think he came from... Did he come from Pass? He came from Pass, didn't he? He was really, really good in the league stats last year. He was near the top for most things. It was like, should we get him on a free? Yeah, why not? What's it taste like? Fuck if I know, pal. Dino, I've done some research. Can't find a parsnip ale, but there is a parsnip and passion fruit dried gin from Tiger's Eye. That brings a tear to my Tiger's Eye, and that's not a euphemism, I don't think. He's got to go for that. Surely, straight red. Off you get, son. The parsnip lends rootsy, earthy notes to the gin, complementing the core botanicals and that tropical burst of passion fruit. I think I'm in for that as well, you know, Dean. Yeah, I think yeah. Bring me one of those. Should we have a couple of pints of that in Nottingham? Yeah, we could do that, can't we? I get they're making all these beers, but who's buying them? Hipsters, like people like me. I'm buying them. You know. Pumpkin spiced beer, parsnip wine. Yeah, this is the sort of I'm the sort of idiot that buys all this stuff. Lots of people do it. Not that should be condoning anything, but going, oh yeah, lots of people. You know, lots of people say things that they shouldn't say. Like, oh yeah, but you know, don't just agree with them. I'm the problem. I am. Yeah. You found plenty of recipes online during this search. Brilliant. Dino, right, we're doing it. We're having a pint of parsnip gin. Okay? Me and you, Nottingham, on the parsnip gin. Have a great time. What are you drinking there, Tony? Oh, just a bit of cauliflower whiskey. You know. Really brings out the earthiness. Diaz has got a hat trick. A pint of gin. Who invited Big Sam? Diaz has got a hat trick, all from set plays. I wonder whether he's got a perfect hat trick. I don't think he has. Oh, he has. He's got the perfect hat trick as well. Left foot, right foot header. What an afternoon. Castro Diaz, 9.4. Look at him, though. Like, he's just class, isn't he? I think Castro Diaz wins the MVP of the week, doesn't he? Surely. Oof. Could do is Zapata getting on the goals. Bernardino over the top. Cinema hot dog flavour, literally just a pint of sweat. I thought I was about to read cinnamon bun, but I was just like, ooh. Go with that. Cinnamon roll beer. I'd have one of them. In simple terms, you can ferment anything that has sugar in it. Then with the right equipment and licenses, you can distill it. How it tastes is another matter. Yeah. I also like the bit where we went with licenses as well. So, you can't just ferment a Yorkshire pudding. You need a license. Can I see your license, sir? I don't have one. Right. Ferment it back through the roast potatoes. Thank you. You can ferment without a license. Good. Into beer jelly, sunshine. Yeah, what are you in for? Murder. What are you in for? Grand Theft Auto. What are you in for? I brewed a beer with a Yorkshire pudding and didn't have a license. You absolute monster. You should be in the nonce wing. Again, feel free to clip. More out of context. Breaking Bad, but with hipster IPA beers. Yeah. That's pretty much where we're at. That feels about right. Yeah. Diaz got MVP. Obviously. Hogginson's got 3 and 5. He hasn't been injured yet, I don't think. Oh yes, he has. He got sent over the cold. No, that was in March. Okay. Monaco next, but I think we play that tomorrow. I think we do that. Don't know we need to brew. I like it. Right. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I think we should all head off then. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and get some sleep because I need to try and make sure that this doesn't become a cold. Because if it is, I'm not gonna be happy. So what I will do then is I will pass you off, I reckon. Let's go and raid, shall we? Let's ping it over to let's go with Josh. Josh is on. We haven't seen Josh for a while. He's back. What do you think? So yeah, there you go. Go and see Josh Peach. Tell him I said hello. You'll enjoy him. It's been fun. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Check the podcast out tomorrow. And then, of course, we're back on Friday with more things. So, yeah, have fun. Take care. Bye, everyone.